Hi guys, I hope you are all doing well. Let's see today's question. So today's question we are taking this up from the topic of applications of integrals. That is, we are doing the question on the concept of finding the area under the curves given to us. And if I talk about the question which is given to us here from this region, the question tells us that to find the area of smaller region which is enclosed by the two curves, and the equations of the curves are y square is 8x plus 4, and the other equation given to us is x square plus y square plus 4 root 3x minus 4 equals 0. So we have been asked to find the area between these two curves. And if I talk about the answer choices that are given to us here, they are, the first one, it tells us 1 over 3. In the bracket, we have 2 minus 12 root 3 plus 8 pi. The second answer choice given to us here is 1 over 3, 2 minus 12 root 3 plus 6 pi. The third answer choice that is given to us here is 1 over 3, 4 minus 12 root 3 plus 8 pi. And the last answer choice that is given to us here is 1 over 3, 4 minus 12 root 3 plus 6 pi. So we need to figure out which one of the answer choice is the correct answer for the question given to us. So first of all, let's analyze the two equations given. So if I see this equation in the terms of y square equals x, I understand that's an equation for the parabola. And the other equation, if I see, which is in the terms of x square and y square, I understand it is the equation of circle. So let's try to simplify both of these expressions and find the curves, and let's understand how they look like. So if I first write down the equation of circle that is given to us, it's x square plus y square plus 4 root 3x minus 4 equals 0. So once I have this equation of circle with me, I'll try to convert this into a perfect square. So I get that as x square plus 4 root 3x plus y square equals 4. So I'm writing it in the form to convert it into a perfect square because I want to convert my equation of circle to a general form. That is x minus h the whole square plus y minus k the whole square equals r square. That gives me h comma k, which are my center coordinates, and that also gives me r, which is my radius of the circle. So I get this. Now let's try to find the third term so that this gets converted to a perfect square. So if I do that and try to find the third term in this case, we know it becomes half into coefficient of x, which is 4 root 3 the whole square. So half into 4 root 3, which is 2 root 3 the whole square, and that if I square, I get 4 into 3, which is 12. So I understand that if I want the third term here, I'm adding 12 here on both sides. Once I add 12 on both sides, I get my first three terms converted to a perfect square as x square plus 2 times 2 root 3x plus 2 root 3 squared. So you get a square plus 2ab plus b square plus y square equals 4 plus 12, which is 16. So you get here x plus 2 root 3 the whole square, because you have the expansion as a square plus 2ab plus b square, which is the expansion of a plus b the whole square, plus y square equals 16. I can write that as 4 square. So you get your equation of circle simplified in the form of x minus 2 root 3 the whole square. So you are converting it in this general form, plus only y square is there. I can write that as y minus 0 the whole square is equals to r square, which is 4 square. So you get this. Now once you get this, you get your h and k, that are your center coordinates. Now h comma k, that basically becomes minus 2 root 3 comma 0, and radius of the circle, I get that as 4. So you have your center coordinates minus 2 root 3 comma 0, and your radius is 4. Now if I plot that, let's try to do that. So this is your x-axis, this is y-axis. Now you have your center coordinates as -2 root 3. So root 3 we know it is 1.7. So -2 into 1.7 is somewhere -3.4 something. So let's say somewhere here. So -2 root 3 comma 0 is your center, and your radius is 4. So minus 3.4 plus 4 will make it plus 0.6. So your radius is of 4 units. That will intersect your circle here and let's say somewhere here. So I get a circle like this. So for that circle, now we know the center coordinates, we also know the radius. That basically gives you -2 root 3 plus 4. So 4 minus 2 root 3 comma 0. And on the other side, you get that as -2 root 3 minus 4 comma 0. So that are your 2 points. Now -2 root 3, if I see it is -3.4, and -4, that is -7.4 something. Now let's try to understand the other equation, that is your parabola. So y square is equal to 8x plus 4. Now when it is in the form of y square equals 4ax, we know your equation of the parabola or your curve looks like a C. So your parabola is having such a figure. Now let's try to find the intersection point of this circle with the parabola. So to find the intersection points, I will solve both of these equations simultaneously. So I know y square is given to me as 8x plus 4. So I get y square is equal to 8x plus 4. And the other equation that is given to me here is for the circle which we just solved, that got us as x plus 2 root 3 the whole square plus y square equals 16. So I got both of these equations with me now. Once I got both of these equations with me, I try to simplify this idea. So x plus 2 root 3 the whole square. Instead of y square, if I just write it as 8x plus 4 is equal to 16. So if I solve this, I get x square plus 4 root 3x plus 12 plus 8x plus 4 equals 16. So I get x square plus 4 root 3x plus 8x plus 16 equals 16. From this, I cancel 16 on both sides and I get here 0 on the right hand side. I take x common, I get x plus 8 plus 4 root 3 equals 0. That gives me two values of x. One is 0 or the other is x equals to -8 minus 4 root. Now, if I see -8 and -4 root 3, 4 root 3 is 1.7. 1.7 times 4 is 6.8. And -8 and -6.8 will be -14 somewhere. So -14 is outside this circle. So I don't get that point of intersection. So I will reject this value of x. And once I reject this value of x, the only value of x that I get here is 0. So basically, at x equals to 0 means on y-axis, my parabola is touching the circle. Let's find these points of intersection of parabola and the circle. So I have x as 0. If I just put that in my equation of the parabola, x as 0, that gives me y square equals 4. And once I have y square as 4, I can just write y as plus or minus 2. Now, once I have y as plus or minus 2, I get my points of intersection, that it is 0, comma 2 and it is 0, comma minus 2. And if I just draw the parabola now, we know already how it looks. So your parabola looks something like this. So with that, you get this area between the two curves. So that basically becomes the area which we need to calculate in this question. Now, once I have to find that area, I can see that area is actually similar. So this area is particularly divided into two equal halves. One is this half and the other is this half. So what I will do is I'll just find the area of this much part of the figure and just multiply it with 2. So I'm trying to find the area of this figure now. So if I take that figure out, this looks something like this. We will find this area and we'll just multiply it with 2 to get the required area that is asked to us in the question. So I'll take a horizontal strip here. Once I take an horizontal strip, I know that you have the region between these two curves. This is the part of the curve of parabola, and this is the part of circle. So I have my bigger area here as a bigger equation or bigger expression of circle minus the equation of parabola. And my limits, if you see, the strip goes from 0 to 2. So your limits of that strip goes from y equals 0 to y equals to 2. So you apply the area concept here. Now let's try to find out. So we know that the required area for the region which is asked to us, that is 2 times, because we are finding the one part and multiplying it with 2. So let's do that. So it is y1 to y2, and we are writing our function f of y dy. So we are writing our terms of the functions in terms of y here. So 2 times y1 to y2, limits go from 0 to 2. And x, if I try to write it in terms of function of y, we know it is x is first having a circle because it's outside and minus the parabola. So if I write my equation of circle in terms of y, I have my equation of circle as x plus 2 root 3 the whole square plus y square equals 16. So from here I get x plus 2 root 3 the whole square is 16 minus y square, and x plus 2 root 3 from there becomes 16 minus y square in the root, and with that I get x as minus 2 root 3 plus square root of 16 minus y square. So you have this entire function in terms of y now. Minus, we are going to do the equation of parabola. So for parabola, we had y square is 8x plus 4. That gives me y square minus 4 is 8x. Dividing both sides by x by 8, I get x as y square minus 4 over 8. So I have both of my functions in terms of y now, and we know we are just going to subtract the area of circle minus area of parabola. So area of circle, first of all, equation of circle in terms of y was minus 2 root 3 plus root of 16 minus y square minus the area of parabola. So I write my equation of parabola as y square minus 4 over. This entire thing is with dy. Now if I just find the integral of this entire thing, let's do that. So 2 times limit from 0 to 2, you have minus 2 root 3 plus root 16 minus y square. And if I solve this also, minus y square over 8. And you have minus minus plus, so plus 4 over 8 dy. So 2 times, if I apply the integral here for 0 to 2, minus 2 root 3. So it becomes minus 2 root 3y plus integral from 0 to 2 root of 16 minus y square, I can write as 4 square minus y square. So we'll use the idea of here as root of a square minus x square in the integral. So we'll use that formula minus, if I apply the integral here, it becomes y cube over 8 into 3 plus here you get 4 over 8y, and you have the limits applied from 0 to 2. First, let's find the integral of this function also. So if I just use the idea of root of a square minus x square, let's see what does that give you. So we know root of a square minus x square gives us x by 2 root of a square minus x square plus a square by 2 sine inverse of x by a plus c. Now we don't apply the constant of integration here because limits are already known to us. So if I just do that, 2 minus 2 root 3y as it is, because we have already taken the integral. If I take the integral of this, we know a is 4, and instead of x you have y here. So it becomes y over 2 root of a square minus x square, that is same 16 minus y square, plus a square by 2. A square means it is 16 by 2 sine inverse of y. A in this case we know it is 4, so sine inverse of y over 4, and you have minus y cube over 24 now, and 4 over 8 makes it 1 over 2. y. Then you just apply your limits from 0 to 2. Let's solve this further. So that gives me 2 times minus 2 root 3 into 2. So minus 4 root 3 plus 2 over 2, which is 1. So root of 16 minus 2 squared. So 16 minus 4, this is 12 plus 8 sine inverse of y over 4, which is 2 over 4. 2 over 4 is half, minus y cube. So y cube, if I see here, it is 2 cube, which is 8. 8 over 24. And plus you have half of y, which is half of. So that's your first limit that's applied. Minus, if I apply my values of y as 0 now, this becomes 0, this becomes 0. Here you get 16 by 2 sine inverse of 0 over 4, which is again 0. This is also 0, this is also 0. So the entire second term becomes 0. So if I just solve this expression, I get the answer for the question which is asked to us. So let's try to simplify as much as we can here. So minus 4 root 3, square root of 12, I know it's going to be 2 root 3, plus 8 sine inverse of half, we know it is at 30 degrees, because sine of 30 degree is half. So 30 degrees, if I write in the radian terms, it becomes pi by 3, pi by 6, not pi by 3. So you get that as pi by 6. So 8 into pi by 6 minus 8 and 24, if I try to cancel out, it's 1 over 3, and this becomes 1. So you have this entire thing with you. Now let's try to simplify this further. So 2 root 3 minus 4 root 3, which gives you minus 2 root 3, 8 and 6. So I cancel out 2 3 times and 2 4 times. That gives you 4 pi by 3. And the last part, if I see, it's 1 minus 1 over 3. So 1 minus 1 over 3 gives you 3 minus 1, which is 2 over 3. So that gives you minus 2 root 3 plus 4 pi by 3. And this 1 minus 1 over 3 gives you 2 root 2 over 3. So if I try to take out 2 also common here, so 3 also common here, and if I multiply throughout with 2 inside, I get minus 4 root 3 plus 8 pi plus 4. In the denominator for these two terms, I have 3. So I just want to take out 3 outside, because if you see the answer choices, it is 1 over 3 outside. So I will multiply this first expression by 3 on both sides and then take it out. So 1 over 3, you get 4 plus 8 pi minus this becomes 12 root 3. So that is the expression or the answer that we needed to find out. Let's try to see it matches with which answer choice. So you have 1 over 3 in all of them. Then you got 4 plus 8 pi and minus 12 root 3. So 4 means this is gone. This is gone. These two have 4. Minus 12 root 3 is also present with both of them. But I have 8 pi. Here it is 6 pi. So this answer choice is also cancelled out. And from that, you get your answer choice to become option C. So C becomes the correct answer for the question given to us here. I hope you have understood how to solve this type of questions, which deals with finding the area between the two curves given. So we just simplified our equation of circle. We understood where the center and the radius of the circle lies. Then we also simplified our equation of the parabola. We found the common region. We understood that region is nothing but double of this much part. So we just use the concept of applications of integrals to find the area between the circle and the parabola and then multiplied it with 2. I just use my value of the integrals here. Then once I integrated it, I just applied the limits and I got my answer choice, which matches with option C. So C becomes the correct answer here. I hope you have understood how to solve these questions. I'll see you again tomorrow with some other question from some other topic. And we're going to continue our series of questions on JEE mains. So stay tuned for more videos to roll out. Also, if you're enjoying these videos that we are doing every day, please do like the videos as well and do subscribe to my channel, and also do support the channel and share these videos with your friends who are also involved in this preparation of questions on JEE, so they can also take benefit from these questions which we are solving on everyday basis. Thank you.